It's 11:30 at night on September the 5th, Wednesday, September the 5th. I couldn't vlog all day today because I needed to save the battery in order to do those last two photo shoots. So I did tableta and plantain chips. The hardest one was the plantain chips because I really had to think of something to do to it to make it stand out. In the long run, I think I finally got the picture, but like I said, I needed to save the battery power, and even so, the battery went dead. So what I did today was my title page and 3 other pages. One is a page where I put all the copyright stuff. Well, let me tell you about the copyright. I noticed that Morris Books put their name as the copyright person. I'm like, wait, they don't own my book. So I went to the FAQs, and it says it's because they allow you to use their format, their tricks and tips, and some people use their dividers and so on. I'm not using any of their dividers. So they said if you have like your own graphics and pictures and stuff in the book, call them and we'll clear up that mess. So tomorrow, that's the first thing that I have to do. So what else? I did an acknowledgement page and I did an introduction page. The introduction page is just telling the reader why I'm equipped to teach them how to cook. So what are my credentials? Kind of like what the lady asked from that talent agency, right? What makes her special? What are her credentials? And I did that because I needed a spot to put in about the cooking channel. The first book that I did was 7 years ago, and I didn't have the cooking show yet. The book came first, then the cooking show. So when I was writing the book, I decided I wanted to do a cooking show. So I named it like May of 2011, but I didn't upload any videos there until October the 23rd, 2011. And the book came out like around September. So I noticed from what I was reading tonight that it takes, they said 20 to 25 days for the book to come back. But then on the bottom it says 4 to 5 weeks. So I think they're kind of protecting themselves. I think because I'm doing it all online and I'm not like sending them handwritten recipes for them to type for me, I think it might, go closer to that 20 to 25 days. At least I hope, because even so, it'll probably bring me to the middle of October before I see the finished product of the book, because I'm not going to be able to send it in before the next 7 days or so. I still have to buy the ISBN and the barcode. I'm still waiting for money on that. And also, we have to finish what we're doing. So tomorrow, it's not just even a matter of proofreading. It's rewriting those 3 pages, then proofreading, and then I'm going to upload all my pictures that I took for the dividers. I have 11 chapters in this book. I really wanted them to be separate chapters, even though I have like quick breads and yeast breads, because I have a way I wanted the recipes to appear, and they're alphabetically ordered. So if I start putting all the breads in one category, the quick breads will be blended in with the yeast breads, and I don't want to confuse things. So I know that you can put subcategories, but they charge you. They charge you extra for that, guys. So I'm like, no, it's okay. Just leave the subcategory alone and just go with categories. That is fine, So I'm kind of getting excited. It's getting time to turn things around for me to where I claim back what the enemy has stolen from me. You notice I haven't put any energy into that man in Massachusetts, the one that's ripping me off, right? According to Chemist, the books are still being sold on Amazon. I'm hoping it's the stock that Amazon had, but I just feel like he's still sending it to Amazon, and he won't stop until I stop him. But I'm going to do this positive thing first before I go back and start putting my energies into him, because it's so much negativity there that I feel like if I did that, I would exhaust myself and not being able to produce this book. My dad kept saying, oh, touch your thing. My dad kept saying, put out your next book, put out your next book, put up a volume 2, right? So I want that book to come out of commission by the time I'm done. I got to see how I can stop the publication of that book forever and just make it go away and die somewhere. So yeah, that's what's going on today, guys. I was so tired from those 2 photo shoots all day. At least I'm done with all 11. And then now tomorrow is just a matter of uploading things and start proofreading and stuff like that. So I don't even know if I can upload it this quickly. I'm definitely building the different parts of what I need to build, but the one big holdup is the ISBN and the barcode. Once I have that, it's like boom, 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 let's go, right? And then I'll tell you guys when I'm gonna start taking pre-orders, because the pre-orders are gonna be my lifeline right now to buying those books. I want to buy like 200 because they're like, buy enough because the books will sell. And they also allow you to list your book on their website, but all the orders and all the sales come to you. So Joe's in the bathroom brushing his teeth. It's bedtime, guys. It's what, 11:45. It's way too late for me to be up. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's Thursday, September the 6th, guys. Today is Joe's mom's birthday. She turned 80. She don't really even know how blessed she is to become 80. A lot of people don't make it even past 45, all right? So she's 80 today, and Joe asked her what she was doing. She goes, nothing. I'm like, that sucks. That sucks when you have a big birthday and you do nothing. Remember when I had my 50th birthday? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't get anything. I didn't do anything. And thank God for Sandra, because she sent me to the beach. But this birthday, OMG, it was different. I feel like you guys celebrated me all darn month. I felt so special. I feel like I'm still celebrating my birthday right now. So Joe talked to his mom, and Joe says, I feel like my mom's giving up on life. I'm like, why? Does she sound depressed? And Joe says, no, she's got all kind of health issues, and like she's doing nothing to help her health issues. Like she went to the doctor because she was having some back pains and stuff, and they told her that it's her kidneys. I don't really know what they told her about her kidneys, because this is what she told me. She said, they said my kidneys are no good, but because it's the only ones I have and my advanced age, I'm gonna have to let it work. I said, what does that mean, Basil? If your kidney's no good, then do you need a new kidney? Is that what you're saying? And they won't put you on the transplant list because of your advanced age and your health issues. Is that what you're saying? Because I read between the lines of what people don't say all the time. I'm like, so what are they going to do? Well, they're going to switch out some of my medication, and I can't take ibuprofen and yada yada. I'm like, okay. I said, well, if you lose some weight and get off carbs and stuff, will that help? And she's all like, I don't know. But then she had told Joe that she don't really want to give up the stuff she likes. And she goes, it is what it is. If I die, then I die. And Joe says, sometimes you don't die. Sometimes you become a burden like Ron. You know, Jessica's grandpa? Like Ron, sometimes you become a burden. You have a stroke, you have a heart attack, and then you're sitting there in your own shite. You know? So, I don't know what to tell you, but it's her birthday today. We've arrived at the post office. I have a shipment to go turn over. And I'll be right back. Joseph is gonna go in with me because the thing heavy. We are face to face with the silver spoon. Is that how the song goes, Joe? I don't think that thing works anymore. I did that on purpose, you know. I did that on purpose, letting her know that you're of Sri Lankan breed. Daddy, you can't be singing copywritten songs on my vlog. Daddy, sing your own song. Sing your own song. Anyways, I gone in there and the coolie girl me today. The Pakistani girl was there, and you know, I go back and forth with that woman, right? So she's like, so how is he treating you? Do you have him under control? I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this crazy hoe? I don't control, look, I don't try to control nobody, period. I don't even try to control my kids. Okay, they will have respect for us, but I don't try to control their every breathing, living existence like you see church people do. Oh, you were drug babies, you got drugged to church, you gotta go. No, they have their own opinions. All my kids believe in God, but they don't believe in going to church, and I accept that. And when you go to church, people try to force you to bring your kids to church. So anyways, the girl, I was like, control? I said, you don't control no man. Women are always in control. No, they're not.
That's why
you have abused women, because they're not in control.
That's why she thinks that's why she acts like that.
Yeah, she thinks she ain't in control.
I don't want Joe to control me, and I don't want to control Joe, but I do respect his opinion. If I'm finna do something and Joe says, Babs, I wouldn't do that because yada yada, I back right up and I don't do it. You know why? Because sometimes he sees things I don't, and sometimes if I'm finna do something, I want my partner in crime to back me. And if he's already saying don't do it, then I'm not gonna have his backing. So that's how I run my marriage. But anyways, I'm like, what is your culture? She goes, I'm Pakistani. I'm like, okay, he's Sri Lankan. I did guys. I told her he was Sri Lankan. You know, Joe's mother's mother went from Sri Lanka to Belize and settled there and had 2 daughters there. Joe's ma, well, 3 daughters. She had Aunt Ruth, Joe's mother, and then a younger daughter that is not for the same dad of the 2 older ones. So yeah, and then she died in childbirth with the last one, right? So she died a long time ago. Little short Sri Lankan lady, and that's where Joe's heritage comes from. So when Joe does his ancestry DNA, if he does not come up Asian for Sri Lankan, it'll be a shocker. That would be the shocker, okay? So I told her, I said, yeah, his heritage is from Sri Lanka. His what? That's not your grandma, right? Yeah, that's your grandma. Miss Gladys is your grandma, right? Yeah, that's his grandma. His grandma went from Sri Lanka to Belize. And so she's like, oh my God. Oh, she freaked out. That lady must have wet her pants. I'm telling you, she probably thought, oh my God, here I am. And she what? She about 30 something, right? She young. She went, oh my God, he's from Sri Lanka. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I think when you go back down there and bow down to the almighty bow. You still look for my crazy friend over there. I see her looking at the complex just now. Yeah, so I wanted to go to the home where Osley used to be at. Did I tell you guys that?
You don't have to pick up the phone for us.
No, I'm good. Did I tell you guys that Osley moved out of the home? And I want to go get the whole story behind the scene, because Osley said he left because he wanted to leave. But he went to go live with his so-called ex-wife. I say so-called because you know they're still married on paper. And he said this is something he would never do. And when he called to tell Joe that he moved, and Joe said, he says, I'm living with my daughter. So Joe says, your youngest daughter? Because that's the one who lives here. And he says, yeah. And Joe says, did she get her own place? And then he says, no, she lives with her mom. So Joe says, so you're living with your ex-wife then? And Joe's like, what? That's the place you said you were never going to go back to. Oh my God, what happened? Well, and I know that lady probably was over there listening in on that conversation, right? So I want to go to the home to find out from the little Indian lady over there, she's from Punjab. I'm gonna ask her, what happened? Did he leave or did he get kicked out? I'm so damn nosy. And then when I'm over there, I was gonna take Rosie a gift, but Joe said we can't go no way because he took milk and magnesia. There's always something going on with this man's intestines. I'm telling you, it's called old age. No, this is from the person who had digestive problems for almost 3 years, but don't have no digestive problems now though. Hallelujah, hallelujah. The only thing that I have, which is a legacy from the surgery, are the dizzy spells. They're not here when I'm up and around and running and laughing and talking with you guys, but the minute I lay down in the bed, left side or the right side, it just goes whoop, 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 and it stops. It's as quick as that. The room doesn't spin, so it's not vertigo, it's the dizziness. And the doctor says it usually goes away within 6 weeks, but knowing you, because you got many years, it might take you 6 months. I say, Lord Jesus, no. But you know what? I'm grateful. He says it's from the anesthesia and from the tube that they put down your throat. I'm grateful that it's only that and it's not the vertigo, because that would just make me lose my mind. So I'm heading home. I'm going to do a live event because I'm going to take on sponsorship today. And this is what I'm doing. I'm not going to make a presentation of this at the cooking channel, so I'm talking it here at the vlog. Anybody who donates $20 or above will get their name put on the acknowledgement page of my book. It'll be a paragraph saying thank you to yada 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 and yada yada. Hello? Hello? Talk to who? Hello, can you speak up? Talk with whom? I'll screw you. So anyways, anybody who gives $20 or above. Now, if you are one of my regular donors, and you know who you are, I'm not naming you. I have 3 or 4 regular donors that give every month at the start of the month. Even if your donation is not $20, don't worry. You already gave your donation and your name will be in the book because you have been tried and true. You're not new to it. You're true to it. You give every month and it helps. So your name will be in the book anyways. So you don't have to come and give a second time if you've already given already. Today is the 6th. Some people have already given their donation since the 1st. People don't play. I got some diehards. They just don't play. They made a vow and they just keep it. And I am so grateful. So your name in the book already. So don't come and give a second time, okay? So this is not for books. This is just to get your name in the book. $20 or above, your name gonna be in the book. Then Joe says if you give $50, then your name is going to be in the book, and you'll get an autograph book out of the first batch that comes through. Okay, you're going to get an autograph book and your name in the book, and that's the 2 levels of donation. I don't want to come up with any more levels because right now, honestly, all I need is $200. I need, well, not less than 200. I need $129 up front by Monday. I need by Monday the 10th. I need $129 to buy my ISBN and my barcode. If I get it today, I'm doing it today, so Joshua can set it in the back of the book. And then when the book is completed in the next 25 days, I'll need $35 for the what do you call the thing, the copywriting. As far as buying the books are concerned, because I have to buy books in order to sell books, I'm going to take pre-orders. But right now this is not pre-order, this is donation. $20 donation will get you your name in the book, 20 or above. So between 20 and 30, between 20 and 30, no, I can't add, between 20 and 50, stupid. Between 20 and $49.99 will get your name in the book in the acknowledgement page. $50 and above, your name will be in the book, and you will get a signed autographed copy of the book, signed to anybody you want me to sign it to.
From the Bear Pantry
from the Bear Pantry Ho. You know, Jory used to do that. When I had those magnets on the fridge and I said the Bear Pantry Show on the old fridge I used to have, Jory would go and remove the R from pantry and remove the S and the W from show and put the Bear Pantry Ho. And I used to do only openings and endings at that time because you would just see my hand and I would do voiceovers. I had to do a lot of openings and endings over because of Jory. That boy is so silly.
Right? Okay. Did not need any sound between all of us. It just everyone clicked at that moment.
Okay. So that phone call that I was taking from my dad just now before I went into the gym was pertaining to that stupid fake accident that they're coming at him for. So it started off with this lawyer sending a letter to my dad. The stuff comes to my house because his mail is forwarded to me, and it was like, we need your insurance company information because you had this accident. And my dad's like, I never had no damn accident. So I started to call the lawyer. Finally, remember when I got through and he was rude to me on the phone, yada yada. So I haven't heard from him anymore. I mean, if he is representing these people that said this accident happened, why did he, pretty much hang up on me? He could have stayed on the phone and talked and go, so what's this? Okay, what? Investigate your clients, dude. They're lying.
Right.
So
can they come back
the
to bite them in
DMV,
the butt?
oh, it'll come back to bite them. The DMV sent a letter a couple weeks ago saying that, what did that letter say? Oh, that my dad had this accident and that he didn't report it. So my dad called the DMV all the way from Belize, you know how that is, and they're like, well, you need to file this hearing, this paperwork or something for a hearing of non-involvement, because my dad says it never happened. So that's when he first heard from the DMV representative that the people said that at 9:30 in the morning on that date, this is the day before he left to go to Belize, the day he gave back the keys to his house, that he slammed into a parked car where miraculously three people were sitting in that parked car. My dad's like, it never happened. We have pictures of the day after because my sister took pictures of his truck while he was getting ready to leave to go to Belize, because my sister's like, if he goes missing in Mexico, at least we have pictures of what the truck looks like, right? So there's no dents or anything on the truck, so it's a lie. So my dad wasn't involving his insurance company at first because he goes, it's a lie. So at that point, when the DMV sent that letter and they told my dad what to do, my dad called his insurance agent, and the agent goes, let me make a few phone calls and get to the bottom of this. So my dad's waiting to hear from him. He's lollygagging. So finally, I'm supposed to call him this week, but you guys know I'm overwhelmed with my book. So I was supposed to call since like Tuesday, right? Because Monday was a holiday. Yeah, today is Thursday. I just didn't call for 2 days. I'm doing my book, guys. I'm busy. I got things to do. So, huh?
Things to do and places
to go, right, babe? Yeah, so and a letter came from the DMV saying we're gonna suspend your license on October the 5th, and you're gonna be suspended for 1 round year.
I think you just lie and
I was
start
like,
screwing
what?
up people like that.
Yeah, so I called the insurance agent. He didn't answer, so I talked to the lady in the office. She got all the info saying nobody put in any claims to their, you know, to the insurance company. So then I guess that's when the guy made his phone calls. I guess he was busy too. And so he called me, and he's all like, I talked with your dad, and he's filing the paperwork for the hearing, and they're going to give him a hearing by phone this coming week, and then it'll take like 10 days for that to wrap up, and at the end of that we might just have to put in a claim with the insurance company and let the fraud people, the investigators, go after these people to shut them down because it's a lie. And so I said, well, that's why my dad didn't pursue it, you know, with you guys at first, because he's like, I don't want them to put no claims against my insurance company when I didn't do this. You know, this is a lie from the pits of hell. So my sister brought it up to me at first. She don't even watch Lifetime. She watch Hallmark. But she brought this up to me because usually when we come up with these conspiracy theory, we'll say, well, you watch too much Lifetime, right? And she says it has to be somebody in daddy's life that did this to him, because how else would they get like his license plate? I mean, when you're driving on the street, you don't notice other people's license plate to like pull a ploy like that, right? And he goes, somebody just got his license plate and just decided to call the DMV and report this thing and then go hire an attorney and everything. It's like, it's one of those same people over there where he used to have the shop, the smog place or whatever. They act like they're your friend and everything, but they're not. It's one of them. And it might even be the guy that went to Belize with my dad. I would hate to know that it's him, because my dad treated him well when he went on that trip and treated him well when he got to Belize. So it's somebody, we suspect that it's somebody that knows my dad. They figure because he sold a house, he might be rolling in dough. No such thing from the truth. Sometimes when you sell a house, all you can do is pay off your damn bills. You know what I mean? And so my sister really feels like it's somebody that you know, and the police will tell you that. Sometimes when you get attacked in your life, it's somebody that you know. If somebody starts crank calling you out of the blue, it's somebody that you know. Look into your little inner circle to see. Remember when I was getting stalked? It's somebody that we know. I know it's somebody that we know. I've suspected, I used to suspect the man across the street that away. But then later on, Joe started to suspect Jada's ex-friend, Angel. At that time, he had just become an ex-friend. And Jada didn't want to hear of it. Jada's like, no, he would do that. He don't got time to bother with me, yada, yada, yada. And later on, Jada started to believe that it was him. So I don't have any proof, but I always believe since then, since 2016, that it was that little boy, because he went cuckoos. Yeah, so anyways, back to the story at hand. My whole friggin' day was tied up with this thing with my dad. And now he's going to have to go to this hearing, well, on the phone. I hope he can do it, because if they have blackout in Belize, the phone ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he could do this hearing, and then he's gonna have to, you know, file a claim with his insurance company, then have them investigate it. So I asked the insurance agent, will we ever get to the bottom of who did this? And he goes, I don't think so, because it's dicey with lawyer client privilege thing. I'm like, how can people just get away with this? It's like the people that does the fraud with your account and stuff, right, Joe? They just do it, they get away with it, they take your money, you have to wait so many days for the bank to give you back your money. They investigate you, they investigate you, thinking say you did it, and then they get away with it. Oh, because they're over there in Africa somewhere, or they're over there in, you know, wherever.
Belgium.
No, it's not usually, but it's usually Africa or somewhere in the Caribbean, like Haiti or St. Vincent and the Grenadines or something like that. They're always someplace where you can't get to them.
And they always call you like you're not gonna hear the accent. It's like, come on, scam artist.
Yeah, hello. They talk with a mouthful of marbles, right? Hello, this is Bob. I say, you know your goddamn name is not Bob.
No, you know you don't work with Microsoft, Bob.
You know. They always call, oh, this is so-and-so. Usually it's Asians or Pakistani. And they call and like, yeah, we noticed with your computer that's been sending a lot of pings back to like us. And that tells us that there's a, what do you call the thing, Josh? A virus.
Yeah, virus.
Blah, 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 blah.
There's so much.
And I say, look, let me tell you something. You son of a B-word, Bob. I don't even use Microsoft. Click.
And yeah, basically, yeah. If you say you have Windows and they say, oh, we know Windows, say you have Apple, Mac. Say if you don't have Mac, say you have Linux.
Yeah. I don't even use that. Click. They hang up.
I have no clue how to use Linux.
So you getting old, mommy. You getting old. Why, Josh? I thought you loved me. Old woman. I know you were punishing going back to the gym again today after you're gone yesterday and worked out so hard. That's why I said we're going to.
That hour kind of drooling for me. I'm pretty good at it.
Oh, these dogs are still in here. Put them dogs outside, Joshua. Hey, Carolina. What's going on with this crazy man on the TV today? I don't know why I'm so tempted when you do this to just go and like shove you in your booty. You guys, tell me to do it. Tell me. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Did you tell him about your dope prank video that you did?
Do it. Yeah, you guys. Joshua know I don't play with no pranks, right? So I'm coming out late the other night to make sure Jada had my front door shut because she came in late. So I came here and I shut off the fan, and when I look, I saw this dark shadow. I was like,
no, show me exactly what she saw.
Show me.
So I was out here checking the door, and then I heard her coming, so I was like, okay. So I was like this, and she's over there like turning off the computer, right?
No, I turned off the fan. I come here and turn off.
You're farting around over there.
Oh, I woke up the computer to see if the video don't upload.
I came over here and I was like,
and I was like. I said, Joe, you almost lost your son. I swear to God, I would have picked up this trophy right here. He would have been done dead.
What would have been a dead giveaway if Wednesday was freaking out, but she's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Daddy, in a kimono. You tell Papa?